Welcome to this video on changing the pollen filter in a Peugeot 206. As you look into the engine compartment, the pollen filter is just over on the left hand side here. I'll shine a light in so that you can see, but effectively it's a filter sat at the very back there, within a sort of metal surrounding. The filter's literally set down by about a centimetre. If we take a look at the filter itself, this is the one that I removed in this case. It's got quite a square edge on the left hand side, and it's got a very triangular shape on the right hand side, and that's why I tend to find it's a lot easier to lift from the front right hand side as a result of this shape. If we put that thinking into practice, then I'm just going to try and lift the front right hand corner first, and as soon as I've managed to lift that up enough, just turn it almost 90 degrees and then pull it straight out of the gap there. So having lifted it out, this is the filter. It starts life pretty pristine white, but it obviously darkens over time. This is a few months into its usage. At this point I thought I'd just drop a torch into the chamber where the filter sits and just show you. You can see on the right hand side there a sort of shelf, very small 1 centimetre shelf, and a couple of screws on the left hand side. That is all the filter actually sits on. The black pipe is where the air is being pulled down into, and actually below where I've put the torch it's just solid metal effectively, so there's no need to worry about actually being able to drop anything in there potentially. You can pop your hand in and lift stuff back out, but it's important when putting the filter in and lifting it out, obviously, to try not to actually drop anything in there. So now it's just a case of replacing the filter, so we just reverse the process, putting the square edge in first, turning the whole filter 90 degrees whilst being careful not to position it below the screws, and obviously just sort of tapping it into place, making sure it's sat firmly on top of the two screws and the shelf on the right hand side. And it's literally as simple as that. Job done.